friends, welcome back. Today we're going to continue our continent study by learning about a new continent called Africa. But first, let's remember how many continents there are in our world. Do you remember? It's the same amount of days in the week. There are 7 continents, just like 7 days in the week. There are 7 continents in our world. So let's look at our globe and we could sing the continent song. Whoop. North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa. Don't forget Australia, don't forget Antarctica, North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa. Okay, and do you remember the other continent song? Let's sing that one too. You guys might have been thinking about that one lately. North America, South America, Antarctica, Antarctica, Europe, Asia, Africa, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, Australia. So those are our continents, and last time we were learning about Asia, the biggest continent. Now we're moving down over here to the green continent on our globe. This is called Africa. So I have a book about Africa. I think you guys are going to like Africa a lot because there are so many cool animals that live in Africa. So let's read a little bit about Africa. Welcome to Africa. Africa is a continent and it has more than 50 countries. So we learned about different countries when we talked about Asia, when we talked about Europe, that those are some continents that are made up of a lot of different countries. So Africa has 50 countries in it, more than 50 countries. So here is a picture of a part of Africa. And it's some animals. It's water buffalo drinking. Okay, they're drinking at a watering hole. The largest pieces of land on Earth are continents. There are 7, we know that, right? Africa is the yellow continent on this map. So there you can see the shape of Africa right here on this map. It's the yellow one. People of Africa. Many people live in Africa. Some live in cities. Cairo is Africa's largest city. It is in a country called Egypt. These children go to school near there. So there are cities in Africa, just like here in North America. And this is a picture of some school children in the city called Cairo. Some Africans work on farms. They grow corn, rice, and other crops. And here is a mommy with her baby working on a farm. Children play soccer in villages, city, and on the beach. Soccer is the most popular sport in Africa. And here's some boys playing on the beach in South Africa, in Cape Town. And I bet you guys like to hear that because a lot of my friends were in Soccer Friends class, right? So a lot of you guys like soccer too. In Africa, it's the most popular sport. Wild places. Africa has deserts. Remember, we talked at school a little bit about deserts and how it's very hot in deserts, hot and sandy and dry climate. The Sahara is the world's largest desert. It is very hot and dry. And look, do you see those animals? Those are camels. Camels can work and live in the desert without a problem because they can store water for a long time. Africa has grassy places called savannas. Savannas have wet seasons and dry seasons. Savannas have few trees. So there is a tree in the savanna. There are rainforests in Africa. It rains almost every day in the forest. Many kinds of plants grow there. So look, the rainforest, very different from the desert, very different. In the desert, not much rain at all, lots of sand, very, very dry. In the rainforest, it rains almost every day. Lots of plants, lots of green plants grow there. Amazing animals. Africa is famous for its wild animals. Gorillas live in the forest. So here is a gorilla, and the gorillas don't live in the desert, they live in the forest. Big, big old gorilla. Zebras, giraffes, and lions live in the savanna. So remember I showed you the trees in the savanna? So here's the savanna, and that's where a lot of cool animals live too, like zebras and lions. Water and land. The Nile River in Africa is the world's longest river. People live near rivers so they can get water. So look here, some girls getting some water from the Nile River, which is in Africa. Kilimanjaro is Africa's tallest mountain. People climb this mountain. They visit Africa to see its amazing animals, people, and places. So there's Mount Kilimanjaro. It's really, really big and a really popular destination for tourists that visit Africa. A lot of people want to climb it. So that's a lot of different reasons to visit Africa, to see these beautiful animals, to see these beautiful places like the mountain, the Kilimanjaro mountain, the Nile River, the Sahara, right? Lots of cool places to visit in Africa. All right, my friends. So that is just about it for our Africa book. And we'll talk a little bit more about Africa too, but so far we learned that there are rainforests in Africa where it's really rainy and green, lots of plants. We learned that there are deserts in Africa. There are cities in Africa. There are lots of farms. So Africa, really, really big continent, many countries, and a lot to learn about. All right, my friends, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.